Let me show you the two techniques that I use for my stop motion animation and 4 very important tips to make sure that you get the most and best out of it. The best part? You don't need a fancy camera. You can do it with your phone. If you want to skip to a particular section of the video, down in the description there are some timestamps with all the sections. Okay, let's start with the 2 techniques that I use. 1, it's taking still pictures, and 2, it's filming the scene. The purists may say that taking pictures is the correct way to do it. I say what works for you is the correct way to do it, as long as you're happy with the result. Basically what stop motion is pictures put next to each other, played together, so they create the illusion of motion, of movement. The taking pictures technique, it's pretty self-explanatory. Basically, you're going to take one picture for every move, then once you have all those pictures, you're gonna play them consecutively. With this technique, you'll get better quality images, you'll get the option of making objects fly, float, and do some more fancy things. But this technique is much more time-consuming than the next one, filming the scene. I use that one all the time, pretty much for all my stop-motion animation. It's much easier to shoot, and you can get very good results too. Okay, this will do. So imagine that this owl is the thing you want to move. So basically, you're gonna start shooting, and I'm gonna put the owl in point A, and I want the owl to go to point B. So what I want to do is to move it a little bit, and then get out of the frame. A little bit more, get out of the frame, and so on and so forth, until it gets to a point B. Once you have this, you're gonna go to the editing software, and get these little moments and put them together as if they were pictures. Let me show you. I filmed this with my phone. You may look a little ridiculous while you're filming, but who cares? Find the frame, select it, and down to the timeline. Now this is one of the 4 most important things you have to think about when doing a stop motion, the frame rate. I am not talking about how many frames per second you're shooting, I'm talking about how many frames will it take for each second of the video. For example, the owl. I want this owl to go from point A to point B, and I want this to happen in 1 second. So when I play the video, this action takes 1 second. If I'm working on a video that is set to 30 frames per second, I know that this, in the video, will take 30 frames. I'll take 30 little pictures or 30 moves to get from point A to point B. 30 pictures is quite a lot, especially when you don't have time. So I want this to take still 1 second, but I don't want to take 30 pictures. I want to take maybe 15. So what I'm going to do is to do 15 moves, blah 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 blah, blah, and then each little move that I did, I'm going to make it last for 2 frames. This will take 2 frames in the video, this will take 2 frames in the video, 2 frames, 2 frames, 2 frames, 2 frames. When I put them together, will take 1 second. It can be a little confusing at first, but you can pause the video for a second, go back, rewatch this little bit, and I'm sure it will make sense. 23, 24, 25. Okay, now we know how to shoot the stop motion. Let's break down what we have to think about before we film. Those are actually the most important things when filming a stop motion. We have the idea, storyboard, frame rate, and a controlled light and background. Idea. Well, you have to have an idea of what you want to film. That's pretty obvious. Great ideas happen while you're working. Don't wait for the idea to come out of nowhere. Just shoot. Have a little idea, shoot, do it, explore. This way, when the good idea comes, you'll be prepared for it. I've done stop motions of the most silly things you can imagine. The storyboard. If you're planning on using different camera angles, it's always good to have an idea before shooting of how the shoot's gonna go, so you can be more efficient and save time while shooting. It doesn't have to be super detailed, it can also be in your head, but seeing it, visualizing what you want to shoot helps. And finally, the controlled background and light. The last thing you want is for the light to be changing while you're shooting and you're not realizing it. Then you go to edit this stuff and it's completely useless. Use artificial lights, desk lamps, other lights you may have, or be extremely fast when shooting. The other thing you don't want is random movement in the background. This will ruin your animation because it will break the illusion of time that you just created. Things are gonna keep changing without any sort of continuity. Avoid that. One more thing, you want the camera to be still. You don't want to be dealing with little camera movements because, again, this is gonna ruin all you shot. Making stop motion requires time and patience. If you're in a rush, maybe the second technique will help you a little bit, but editing-wise, it's gonna take time. I hope you enjoyed it and found these tips useful. Go get creative, make stuff. That's all for today. I'll see you next time.